Are you a Palestinian?
Yes, by choice. But I was born and raised in North Vancouver, BC. And I don't know what happened to me, but all my family are missionaries, except myself.
Missionary?
Yes.
How do you get from missionary to Catholic? Is there anything?
Well, I don't know, because, I went through a metamorphosis. When I was very young, I was very deeply involved with religion. And when I was 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, and I was going to be a missionary myself. But as time went on, and I joined the Merchant Navy and sailed all over the world during the last part of the war, Second World War, I started to change dramatically. And one of the things that happened to me that changed my life was I was in the middle of the Atlantic, and I started to think about all the fellows in my crew, and I started to think about their names, which I'd never done before, and they were all Francophones, except me. And I realized that, if we had been hit in convoy, I would have given my life for them, and they would have given their lives for me. And all of a sudden, all this hostility that I was brought up with, this anti-Catholic nonsense that I had from birth, the anti-French thing that I had from birth, the anti-Quebec thing, which I grew up with in North Vancouver, it all just fell apart because it was all, to me, a pack of lies, because here I am, I don't even realize I'm working with a total shipload of Francophones. And they were my best buddies. I mean, we were life and death situations together. So that was the end of that. And then that started to change me a lot. And from then on, I really worked. And in my work, if you'll hear my presentations, I talk a lot about that, about bigotry. And I feel at this moment in this country, it's just a growth industry. And to walk away from that is crazy. We have to talk about it and joke about it. In the United States, they have this group called U.S. English. Well, it's exactly the same thing. They're worried about Spanish, you see, language. And here we have APEC. And the APECers and well, I guess that's not a good expression, but the whatever, they actually, some of their funding comes from U.S. English. And they have this, I just don't understand it. The feeling is, Ron Leach is the boss. And he was inspired by a book written by a certifiable loony the book is called Bilingual Today, French Tomorrow. And this man is a certifiable xenophobe because he says Quebec is a breeding pen for the eventual taking over of all of Canada. Now, if you can imagine, a breeding pen with the lowest birth rate in the world, the man is...
He was a retired...
Army officer, yeah. And, I mean, to say that... So, actually, all this worry about them separating and becoming independent is all a ploy. They're really about to take us over. And I can see that future with Rocket Richard forcing all the men to become hockey players and put Grecian formula in their hair, and these Quebec women, these teachers will be coming out and shoving the French tongue down our throats. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm scared. But I'm scared for a different reason. I'm scared because of the APECers who are signing up members all over the country. They're making all these towns. See, we have this competitive system in Canada. In Quebec, somebody starts a fire in Saint-Basile-le-Grand, a tragic fire. So we have to have one in Ontario, in Hagersville. Someone's got to go start a fire and burn these tires. Then they start, in Quebec, they have the unilingual signs. And so we have to have unilingual cities. And it's all being done by adults, which I find hard to believe. But the way the unilingual thing works, the mayor says, we're going to let's declare our town unilingual. And the councillors say, who will this help? And the mayor says, nobody. And the councillors say, let's do it. Hard to believe. But it's happening every day.